Hi there, welcome once again to another educational video documenting my Web3 expeditions. In this video, we'll be looking at the level of sophistication of the new Bullx Neo. Bullx Neo is the most advanced DEX. For the moment, it features Solana and Tron, but very soon it will feature 7 chains. It's the most advanced DEX there is for trading DeFi, meme coins, and AI agent tokens. You need this in your arsenal. Basically, these are the types of tools that luxury tools that whales have had access to generally in the past that you could not have had access to. You now can have access to it. All you need is a Telegram account and an invite. You have your invite to start using Bullx in the description. It also will give you a discount on fees. By the way, Bullx has an airdrop, so all your trading activities on Bullx will translate into an airdrop. We all know that Solana is favorable when it comes to, those ginormous ROI, and that comes about for the most part by virtue of trading meme coins, especially at the moment AI agent type of meme coins. But you need protection because on meme coin launch pads like PumpFun and Moonshot, where most of these tokens are launched, anyone can permissionlessly launch a token. It's even free on PumpFun. So in a day, there are like 10,000 random meme coins, AI agent tokens launched out of these platforms, Moonshot and Bullx, creating a chaotic environment for you that is quite unsafe. Many of these tokens struggle to bond to Radium. Many of them end up being rugs and cause you a wreckage. You need the most sophisticated tools there are to prevent those wreckages, and the new Bullx Neo is just that, the most advanced DEX there is for that. That's why it's called Bullx, to capture bullish opportunities on chain. Now, you can also use it to explore DeFi at large and take action on DeFi. We will look into that later on. So if you go to the explore page, you can use it to track non-PumpFun related tokens, non-Moonshot related tokens. In fact, there is a filter to, okay, it's not available here, to exempt them from being displayed. Okay, so I don't know what's going on. My PC is getting sluggish. So anyway, for this video, we are going to just be looking at what features are available courtesy of the new Bullx Neo. And this also applies for those who are using the previous Bullx, what they are missing if they are not on the new Bullx Neo now in terms of features. So let's get started. Now, this portal here is called Neo Vision. It basically displays for you new launches or launches in general out of PumpFun and Moonshot. These are two prominent meme coin launch platforms. Okay, so as they are being created, they are on display here. And we all know PumpFun as being very chaotic. It doesn't have the level of filters that helps you personalize what you see, meaning that you're in the midst of tons of prospective rugs and all that. It doesn't give you that protection by default. Now, of course, Bullx does. If you look at the filters here, you can personalize this page to display only what you want to see, and it has the most advanced filters. We'll come to that in a bit. But here, this area here refers to new creations out of PumpFun or Moonshot and Moonshot. They display here real time. Now, if there is an opportunity that you found here and you want to quick buy it, maybe because of a fancy ticker, you can quickly click on quick buy and it will purchase the token faster than you can manually. It's very optimized when it comes to routing, when it comes to fee optimization and all that. You can also set your own optimization parameters. Now, if you want to quick buy, you just set the amount that you want to quick buy with, priced in Sol, and then you can just click on quick buy and it will quickly initiate a buy for you. And when it fails on a buy, I think it tries again until it's able to get it. Generally, if a new token launches here, as fast as seconds, you will be able to quick buy it, getting your position at the lowest M cap. Say the M cap starts at say 4,000 or 5,000, you'll be able to gain an entry just after the dev at maybe 5 or 5,000 M cap. Now that reduces the chances that you are dumped on. Even if you are dumped on, the loss will be extremely low because you are just after the dev. It makes use of a bonding curve. Every buy raises the price. Okay, now there are also some default settings. If you go to advanced here, such as you can set your take profit and stop loss situation such that immediately you buy using a quick buy, your strategy is in place to take a profit in the event of a dump, to stop a loss and quickly sell either 100% of your allocation, or say 20%, or any amount, any percentage where there is a preset parameter is triggered, such as a 20% loss. Then it will automatically sell on its own, after you have quick bought. So now, interestingly, this is not on the main Bullx. There is P2, P3, P4, P5. I think this refers to other wallets. Again, I'm going to do a dedicated video. This is just like an overview of what's now possible by virtue of the new Bullx Neo. Okay, so these are different wallets. So you can incorporate your strategies into different wallets because that's a new feature, the ability to create wallets and then toggle between one wallet to the other in the event that you want to distribute your purchases amongst different wallets. Wow, we will look at the implementation of this in another video. Now here is where you customize fees as well. If you want the transaction to go through in a highly volatile situation, then you set your slippage. You can also prevent MEV situations or front running by enabling the MEV protection, as sophisticated as can be there. But you may be a newbie, so we will have to tackle all these strategies one by one in dedicated videos. In fact, I'm going to do a publication, very lengthy publication, catering to every feature of Neo Bullx, which I will release very soon, and you will have insight into. So here are tokens that have launched out of Pumpfun and Moonshot, but have gained a measure of traction and are approaching the threshold to graduate into a Radium listing. So at this stage, it's a bootstrapping phase. People buy the token and basically they are contributing to its initial liquidity for a listing on Radium. So every buy contributes to that LP. When it reaches a certain threshold of around more than $100,000, a portion of that is taken and put into the initial liquidity pool on Radium, and then it's burnt. At that stage, it becomes listed on Radium and the general public can start buying into it. It gains more publicity. Now, in the quick buy category, it's difficult to do diligence manually. So you have to preset your due diligence using these filters, which we will talk about in a bit. Now, in the about to graduate category, though you can quick buy here, you have the luxury of doing due diligence, before it graduates. You can buy here, preset your sell parameters, and then go on to do quick due diligence before it skyrockets and then bond to Radium. So that's what this area can do for you. In every case, it's of relevance to set filters so that you exempt, say there are 10,000 launches and say 90% of them are probable scam rugs. We will talk about rugs and how people implement rugs later on. For example, this may have been a rug. You see the buys, then a dump. Okay, so now if you want to now personalize this page so that it only displays select tokens that meet your criteria, though fewer will be on display, thereby giving you protection, reducing the probability of a rug. That's where filters come in. And let's see how sophisticated these filters are. So starting with the top here, you can decide that you only want tokens that have a fair distribution amongst the top 10 holders. So generally with a token, like here now, you will see if we hover here, the top 10 holders are holding more than 15% at 25%. That means it's quite centralized. That means the top holders, few of them, just 10 of them, have a large portion of the pool, and tokenomics wise, that's not safe for you who ends up buying, because you have to rely on these top 10 holders not selling, and where they sell, they can plummet the price tangibly because they hold too much of the supply. So you see all this where 25% is held by the top 10 holders, 39% is held by the top 10 holders. You can filter this out already such that they don't display here any longer. So if you just check this and apply, it will filter. So you see it has changed now. Here, the top 10 holders are holding just 11% or 10.21%, which is favorable generally. But if you look here, you will see there is also percentage held by insiders. Some people may not want that. To that effect, they've added a new filter, which is not available on the other Bullx, for insider wallets. The minimum supply you want insiders to hold. Now, insiders holding a large amount may not necessarily be bad, but again, through your understudy, you will know what fits you. Some insiders can be whales. Sometimes it's favorable for whales to hold a supply based on the notion that they have much money. They will not be like the traditional user whose aim is to dump. So sometimes whales in the project, though they have a large bulk of the supply, may be favorable, sometimes not. But if you want to ensure that there are only 10 insiders involving a token hold only 10% of the supply, then you can exempt the others by putting a maximum of 10% in the filter. If we apply this, you will see it will adjust the display and only now display tokens where the top 10 holders are holding just less than 20%, and the insiders are holding a maximum of 10%. So you see here, insider is holding just 1%. So upon seeing this type of token, it may interest me to look further, this particular one. And that will bring us to then checking their X, seeing what's going on there. Now, the volume is not much. In the last, I don't know if this is the 5 minutes range. Okay, but overall the volume is in the realm of 54, which is not very bad. 112 holders. That tells you that this token is a bit decentralized. Sometimes the more the holders, the better. This may look good as well. Pen good trash. This may look good if it ends up bonding, but I don't think this is struggling to. I'm not sure the situation with this, but you see it's well distributed amongst 487 wallets. Now, some people may not like that, especially in a situation where let's say 200 of the wallets belong to a singular entity. So they may want to filter further, bringing us to, let's check this so that only tokens with at least one social is on display. So you see this one is still on display here. Okay, interesting stuff. Now, if we're to add another filter where we don't want the dev to hold more than, say, 2% of the supply, we can apply that. And then it adjusts again. Here, the devs seem to have sold, so this can be a situation of CTO or community takeover event. So we are now getting better with what is displayed to us and protecting ourselves. Now there's also a chart here showing progress. You know, like it's only that when you go there, so that's the chart there. Okay. Now if we go further, sniper wallets. Now those are, now sometimes people may be worried about snipers. They can buy a small amount of the supply very early on and extremely cheap, but I don't think you have to worry much about snipers, considering you can be as fast as a sniper here with a quick buy. But if you want to exempt snipers, reduce them to 10% of the supply, you can add that. Bot users may not necessarily be a bad thing. So users of Bullx, for example, may be classified as using a bot. But these days, most people use bots because it gives them speed with transactions and all that. So you have to determine what works for you. Now, for some, they may want a high volume situation. You know, it tells you that the possibility that the token bonds and it's high. So some people may say, okay, $50,000 worth of volume. At the minimum, for example, so that there is assurance that there is a measure of traction with the project. 5-minute volume. This is a good parameter. Why? Wow, that's a good parameter, really. So let's put that 5,000, for example. Then volume overall, let's say minimum of 50,000. Some people may put more here. This is 100,000. Market cap, assuming you still want it to be low cap yet has reached a tangible volume. Let's say we put maximum 20,000 here. Okay, transaction counts may be favorable for people, telling you that the transaction is well spread. So let's say you put minimum of 50 transactions, for example. Then buys in relation to sell. You want a newer token than an older one, for example. So let's say maximum of, if you put a maximum of say 10, I don't know if this is in minutes. Okay, this is in minutes. Say 10 minutes here. Now that tells you of a token that has gained traction very fast. In 10 minutes, it has accrued, this much volume. So that this can determine that, okay, this project is likely to bond. It's having pace. So if we apply this, let's see what is shown. Nothing is shown. Now, this is a situation where anything shown here may be a gem. So in a situation like this, it's just about waiting till there's a slim chance because of your stringent parameters that a good take shows up here. Then you can take it seriously whenever it pops up. Okay. Now let's reduce. Now a parameter that may have adjusted the situation of the dashboard is this. Let's apply. So you see, because now in the 10 minutes time frame for a token to reach a minimum 5-minute volume of 50,000, it's difficult. But you see here, you've reduced drastically the unnecessary coins and put those that have a measure of prospect. Then you can decide to further look into these ones one by one. You are not stressed. You have fewer projects to look into and all that. So now, interestingly, these days, one may favor a project like an AI-based project that is also a meme coin compared to a traditional meme coin, because the likelihood is that now the AI agent is a niche on its own. If you combine that with meme, the value proposition is stronger. Now, it's probable that an AI related project is also a serious project more than an outright meme. It's all probable that it has it administers a social media account on its own and can use that to autonomously grow the project and stuff like that. Although interestingly, this goat doesn't show that it has uh, a Twitter, interestingly, but it meets some of the other parameters. It also has 333 comments. Now, this is helpful. You can end up going to the pump fund to see why there's a lot of comments, what is being talked about there. Generally, when there's a scam situation and all that, people would have talked about it on the. So you see, this has dumped. If it's going to turn into a CTO situation where community will take over, people would have talked about it here. You would see that developing here. And this can be a good buy situation in case there is a community takeover. So here it says OG final form has DEX paid, OG is paid for, and sender, stuff like this. So you can then verify this if it's true that the DEX has been paid for. Look for a Telegram to join and then determine if, okay, it's a good buy situation. And then you can go back to buy on Bullx. Now, why buy on Bullx? Because there's a lot here in terms of features, in terms of protection, and overall in terms of learning. This is the best outlet to learn about the landscape of Solana and all that. So bubble map here will tell you of whether there is a bundle situation with the token, so many cluster, there's a cluster of so many wallets associated with one and all that. Now, if it delays, I will simply proceed, but generally it will show you. Okay, so this doesn't say much of a bundle. So this just shows that a wallet is having this size of the supply. It's the distribution. This wallet is having like a bigger amount of the supply and stuff like that. We're not going into technicalities here. We're just doing an overview. Now, interesting, there's a lot of information here that enables you learn and a lot of new additions that Bullx doesn't have, the main Bullx, and that's why you need to be on Bullx Neo. You'll see that there are now tabs to indicate list of smart wallets. So even if you want to copy trade, by the way, copy trading feature is going to be coming to Bullx Neo soon. So if you have a list of wallets, all you need to do is add them to your list, and then you'll be able to copy trade them on the same place, because there is a full-fledged Telegram bot that is going to be associated to Bullx that gives you additional features when you complement it with Bullx copy trading and all that. Okay, so now you can find what has been determined a smart wallet here, and interestingly, without leaving here, you can already see information about this wallet. If it's a whale wallet, you will know, and look at the PNL already on display here. 30-day PNL for this wallet is 2.3 thousand. Win rate is 100%. Now, this may be of a wallet of interest. It's considered smart, but the age of the wallet is just 10 days, meaning it hasn't traded much, but maybe it has done 1 or 2 trades and it has already done well on the basis of that trade. Now, considering this is a new wallet, you know that okay, this wallet, no need to keep tracking it. It doesn't have too much history such that it constitutes an index for you or a wallet of interest to further study. Now, assuming this was a wallet of interest, you can, there's even, wow. This is as sophisticated as can be. Wow. So this is the wallet here, and it breaks down more about the wallet. Interestingly, you can set an alert here and be notified of, this will be awesome when the Telegram bot is, there's a Telegram bot at the moment, for Bullx Neo, but I've not tested it out to see if your alert will pop up in the Telegram bot, which I would assume is likely. So total revenue is this, total spent is this. That's why the PNL is 2.37. It doesn't have much history. It has 1 day history. So if you go to 7 days, you may not Oh, it does show some history for 7 days. These are the tokens that it has bought and sold. Wow. It even shows deployed tokens. Wow. Now, one parameter that some have when it comes to sniping into tokens is if they know of a good dev that has launched a token in the past on Pump Fund, and then that token skyrocketed to say 10 million market cap. The speculation will be that that's a good dev. If he deploys another token, it will likely go at least 5 million M cap. So there's hardly any tool that helps you track new deployments by a dev. Now, I believe that considering there is now an alert mechanism, you can do this with Bullx Neo. So you can also label the wallet here of interest and set alert. So if you see deploy tokens here, the person has not deployed any token, but he has, let's say the token did well because it's going to show the PNL, the type of liquidity. Now, if that token is say a 10 million market cap and this is the dev behind it, you simply now create a tag here and say, oh, this is the dev of Goat Maximus, and set an alert and be notified when he next deploys a token to buy it. Interesting stuff. Most profitable. So these are the PNLs made by this user. Interestingly, he has a good, so no wonder it's considered, they have the analytic base to determine which are smart wallets. This is as broad as can be when it comes to data. So this wallet has quite fared well overall. So this may be a smart wallet after all when you look at the trades are not too much. So I wouldn't assume this is like a bot with hundreds of transactions. So this may be a wallet of interest. So let's say I say smart wallet. Let's just do one. So I'll just click on alerts here. Wow. This is interesting stuff. Let's see the state of one of these tokens, if they rogged afterwards and all that. Time to win. Okay, just a moment. Wow, they've added emojis and all that. So I think this is for the saved wallet. This is where he sold. So some smart wallets, they may be determined by if they are good with selling. Some of us are not good with selling at the right time. So you see this wallet sold at before the dump. Wow. Then you can see the list of smart wallets. This is the saved wallet here. So they now use emoji to identify it amongst the other wallets. So this was the buy. And this was the, so you see it said saved wallet here. Wow. This is learning basically. Like all those AI agents, these are what they need to study because they are not good with making trades on Pump Fund. So a good partnership here will be Griffin. So I've tried Griffin just for learning, and it's not good in making decisions with respect to Pump Fund. Always getting ROG type of tokens. It doesn't have all this insights. It needs this type of training. So that's why when I Griffin, you can complement your use of it with Bullx Neo. Interesting stuff. So on this token, you can see all the bots. These are people that used Bullx and other tools. Dev. So the dev bought and sold almost immediately. So this is the type of dev that will just create one token, sell, then replicate again on another token and do the same. So this is not a, okay, interesting stuff. Now, of course, there are top traders here. So you can see those that they did well. So sold, okay, this, so this is the dev here. Not many top traders on this token. Dev tokens. Okay, interesting stuff. Now, the interesting stuff is how you can quickly see whether there were whales here, whether there are whales here with this token, you know, because all you need to do is simply hover here and you can see the size of their wallet. The balance in this person's wallet is almost nothing. Wallet is 2 days old. Balance on this wallet is around 0. But this wallet has had a good PNL. Wow. So if you're looking for a bunch of smart wallets to copy trade, you'll get it all on Bullx. Now, if we're to come here, so additional parameters here. Okay, so by the way, of course, there is default due diligence here when it comes to token distribution and token smart contract vulnerabilities. So this is basically by default Bullx Neo offers you. There will be a warning here to tell you if it's not worthy of being traded based on distribution. But when you talk of smart contract vulnerabilities, it's all here. Is the token mintable? No. Is the token data mutable? No. Is it freezable? No. Okay. Okay, so now when it comes to trading, what are the luxuries you have? Remember, when you bought, if you're to buy on Phantom, for example, you will have to sit on Phantom to take profit. You know, it's not an automated situation. It's not fast. Here, after you've bought, you can set a sell, you know, event, which will trigger automatically based on parameters that you have preset. So if you wanted to sell 50% of your portfolio when there is already a 50% profit, you simply create this, or say 100% profit, and it will sell even if you are not present. You know, if you leave the slippage as high as this, while there's MEV protection and all that, the sale is bound to go through even in a volatile market. But of course, you can tweak this. There's also auto sell, where you can create a strategy to take profit, and you can make use of multiple you can create different strategies and toggle between one and the next. But we're not going into the technicalities surrounding this. Now, a stop loss, basically what that protects you from is a situation like this, you know, where there is hurried sales. So once there is a dip in price to the 20% mark, by 20%, then it's based on this strategy, it will sell 100% of your portfolio. With the take profit, it's triggered based on percentage to the upside. So if you set 1000%, sell 25% of your portfolio, it will sell 25% of your portfolio, even if you're not present. Okay. Now, here there's also limit trading. So you can buy, you can set your buy when you are not around. Let's say you see a situation like this where it's, you know, you suspect that this will be taken over by the community, and you think that, okay, if it regains momentum from this point and it reaches, say, a 7K market cap, let it trigger a buy. So you can set that here, and then set it up when you're not there present. The trade will go through. Now, why will the trade go through? Because the wallet is managed by the DApp. So it's like a smart contract account abstraction situation. A wallet is instituted for you, which you can export, by the way, and manage personally. But then you deposit funds to the wallet, and even when you're not present, it will go through. I mean, the trade will be automated. So DCA, this is an interesting feature. I will do a dedicated video for this. This is much needed. You know, DCA is like dollar cost average. So let's say you bought the top now and the price is plummeting and you want to reduce your loss. You can then set up a DCA situation to buy the charts gradually as it goes down so that the average entry is way reduced. So I made use of this, you know, recently. I bought the top on a new token launch and it dipped. I kept buying it till my average became, I entered profit because I reduced my average entry. Let's say I bought at 20 cents, then kept buying down till my average became 12 cents. Then the price went back up, and at even 17 cents, I'm already in profit, assuming I sold. Okay, so with this, you can decide that, okay, per hour, a small amount of tokens is bought, per 5 minutes, per second. Now, that tells you of an interesting use case for devs. I've seen many devs that they cannot get their token to bond. You know, that's the situation with Pump Fund. 1% of the tokens on their bond, because once there is no traction on the token, volume, transaction counts, you saw the filter situation. Many people use these filters. So if your token doesn't meet those parameters, it won't get in the radar of so many people. So let's say they've set it up such that at least 10 transactions before it displays on their page. Without meeting those parameters, it will never display on their page. And say 100 people have that parameter set, you will be losing out on them if your transaction, your wallet, your new token just sits there, nobody's buying. So for some devs, they may decide to rotate wallets, create multiple wallets, and instead of buying on one wallet a large bulk of the supply, why not buy on 10 wallets, then use a DCA approach to buy, because you can also buy with DCA. That will also cut your losses, improve your ROI potential, give you time to do diligence. So let's say you did a quick buy situation and you want to do due diligence before coming back to buy your bag, the big bag. So it's possible to just implement DCA to keep buying after 5 minutes, $5, buy after 5 minutes, $5, like that. You can set that up. And for a dev, like we were saying earlier on, what if you created multiple wallets and then rotate your purchases amongst the many wallets? Wow, this will do it automatically. Interesting stuff. This, because I don't see, switch wallets for each transaction. I think it will automatically switch wallets. So what this is, I think this refers to wallets. So this, let's say you have your different wallets internal to Bullx, all funded. So let's say default, you set DCA on your default wallet. You can switch to this and DCA manually on the second wallet. But if you click on this rotate wallet, I think that, I don't know if you have to fund each of these wallets for this rotate wallet function to work, or if it will be capable of distributing the fund from your default wallet across all wallets while DCAing. Where that's possible, that's giant. Because on Bullx, you can manage many wallets, distribute from one wallet to another, consolidate your wallet funds. It's that sophisticated. So if you go to Wallet Manager, creating a new wallet is as simple as clicking New. It will give you the private key. You can export it and manage it personally. Then you can track the situation ROI PNL for all your wallets. Wow. Okay, so you can also create a group of wallets. I don't want to. Okay, so you see here, create a group of wallets. That is a feature I'll need to explore. Now you see it has the capacity to distribute. So move funds from one wallet to a bunch of other wallets, or consolidate, where it distributes all the funds from different wallets into one. I don't know how else. This is as sophisticated as can be. Recent. Let's see what's in recent. So position, if you have taken up trading positions, no, not to worry. I'll soon be on Bullx Neo with my positions. In fact, I'm going to do tutorial of my whole learning experience. For now, my positions are still on the main Bullx. I'm just waiting till I do tutorials. Then I'm already set, for it. So alerts. There's an alert. Interestingly, there's also a notification. So it said here, let's see. So there's no new alert. Wow. There's even auto sell on the basis of alerts. So it looks like there's copy trading right inside here. Let's see the settings. And there is also the notification audio. So let's say that there is a notification that this wallet that you are, let's say that you copy traded this wallet, you also bought Will Snake same time as he bought, which you can do here. Let's say there's a notification that this wallet bought Will Snake. You just do a quick buy here, set the quick buy parameter here. You do a quick buy, or whichever wallet you are tracking, you do a quick buy here. Then there is a notification that he sold. There will be an alert, audio alert, if you are on the PC. Otherwise, this, I'm sure you will get an alert on the Telegram bot. I will not show the Telegram bot in the course of this video. I'll dedicate another video to that. Then look at the auto sell feature here. Just a moment. Okay, so auto sell. Okay, so I don't know. I don't think this is working now, but that will be just awesome if it works. Now, even if it's not working, you can be as fast as an auto seller. Once you get notification of a sell, you just do this and it will sell. It will take just the same action. I would assume that this looks like a buy situation, but it looks like auto sell is on default. I'm not very sure because this setting doesn't this is sell setting. So I will assume that auto sell is on default. I'm not very sure. I'll find out about that. Very interesting stuff. I don't want to go into settings here. I don't know what will be on display there. And generally, I don't like to edit the video. I like to capture everything and showcase it. So let's go settings. Okay, interesting. So quick buy preset button, you can define it. This is so you can even adjust the theme and all that. Multi-wallet variation percentage. So that means that if you are DCAing, it can rotate wallets on its own, but you can define the percentage, So here it says all chain. Okay, so it can also, let's say, I will look into this. I don't know what this refers to at the moment. Now remember, you can also use this with Tron. So the same logic here you can use when trading meme coins on the Tron blockchain. We will touch on that towards the conclusion of the video. Wow. So if you're to deal with a Tron wallet, you can create a wallet with ease. Same thing. Just click on new wallet or create a group of wallets. Okay, so now multi-charts, interesting stuff. You can't avail of this even on Dex Screener, a multi-chart situation. Now, when you have a position, there will be charts for all the positions here. But I don't have a position at the moment. I don't have a position. So likely in the next video, I'll be showing you this. You can also determine the columns, the height of the chart and stuff like that. So if you have multiple position and want to track charts for chart analyzers, you'll have multiple charts on display here. You know, this is inspirational. You know, if the intent is there, the attention to detail, it's obvious that they are analyzing the space, they are receiving feedback. And for me, I cannot bash people building like this. It should only inspire me. Portfolio, let's look here. So well broken down. Most profitable, even if you deploy a token, you will be able to find it. Your PNL, all your wallets, multi-chained. Flex will tell you what has been, how you have fared in terms of PNL. Okay. Explore. This category is for tokens that are not necessarily out of subjects, products of Pump Fund or Moonshot. You know, because not every token launches on Pump Fund or Moonshot. Some people add liquidity directly on Radium, which you'll be able to find them here. A new token launch, although this is a Pump Fund launch, if we go to filters, you can check all this for your protection. You can also search by query, by narrative. So if you know that a narrative currently that is trending is, say, D-Science, you can put that there, apply. So it will only display tokens that have D-Science in their metadata in some fashion. I don't know if it worked there because, you know, I can't, but let's see here. Let's go to the new category. Now, each category has its own filter. So let's see, D-Science. Sometimes you are in a safer situation where you search by trend or niche, because the tendency that a D-Science meme coin is a solid project is higher than just meme coins. Interesting. So it actually works. Let's see here. Chain search. So you can paste any contract address. So even if I found a contract address externally, I will still bring it to Bullx Neo to put my trade on it. You know, even if I found the token address on Dex Screener, because of the luxury of being able to trade with safety and all these tools shown. Again, this is the interesting thing about this is it's basically a learning outlet. And before we go, we're seeing this feature here, wallet tracker, very interested feature. And you see that I'm already tracking this wallet and alert is on. Now you can add more wallets to track. Say you are building, and well, all the list of wallets you want to track, you'll be able to find them here. Now, when you have a good list of wallets, you can copy their PNL strategy and be making those their profit as well. Settings, let's see. Okay, this is traditional settings, add wallet. Then you add the wallet, you give it a name, set alert. If you so desire, you will likely get alert also on Telegram. And when the bot comes, imagine being able to copy trade instantaneously once an alert takes place. You can still do that here, as we saw earlier, using this quick buy feature. Wow. This I believe that if you sit on Bullx Neo, you really study, build your list of wallets to copy trade, to track, and make use of all these tools. There's no way that you will not be getting, we're talking Solana here. There's no way you will not find solid projects. So I will do that myself and document it. So before we go, let's look at Neo Vision again. Let's pick one of these tokens here that have gained some momentum. So this is 128, because you can also find some solid projects in this category. These are projects that have already bonded to Radium. Okay, so they are the LP has been burnt and all that. You see quickly a notice here telling you that top 10% hold 33% of the supply. Now, if you decide, you can decide to still go into the trade. If you can read charts, you can determine if this has the opportunity of returning to the upside. Of course, for those who can read chart, it's, you know, a complete chart. It has all the charting tools. Okay, so now here, let's look. Okay, so you can hide that instant trade. So buy 0.01. Okay, settings, we've seen that. You can also select the wallet, assuming you have multiple wallets, and say you want to consolidate funds from multiple wallets into one. You can do that, distribute very quickly. Wow, this is not on the, this was one struggle I had with the other Bullx, that this has resolved. Right when you're about to trade, you have the luxury of moving your fund from one wallet to the next. Okay, then you can do a quick sale instead of doing it through here. Wow, all the attention to detail is there. Now, the reason I came here, this is a 1 month old token. Let's see the holders. So 378 holders. Now, the interesting thing is that this token is 1 month old, but the top holders are still holding. You know, there may be a reason why. So for this project, I will end up checking it further. You know, so they are still holding. The question is why. Insiders too are still holding 11% of the supply. The question is why. And see the dev here, ranked number 1. I think sold. Maybe this dev sold today. I'm not very sure. But wow. Okay. So, well, if we look at holders, let's go to all. You can build your list of smart wallets here. Let's just go to smart wallets already. Let's see who the smart wallets here are and what parameters Bullx Neo is using to determine who a smart wallet is. This wasn't clear with the previous Bullx. Of course, there were smart wallets, they carried the label, but you didn't know what parameters were used to determine that they're a smart wallet. At the moment, you can tell. So win rate for this is 96%. And 30-day PNL 17,000. So for this particular token, I think the person has not sold all the supply, but 1,000, sold 800, made, okay, wait. So I've clicked there, and this is where you can tag the wallet and see more information about this. So, wow, quite good success rate. Okay, so invested here one, and this is a good token, Lindy, 1.59, sold 11,000, invested here 1.5. Wow. And this is in December. And this is all, by the way, 7 days, 24, 11K in the last 24 hours, in the last 12 hours, 8K. In the last 1 hour. So there was a loss in the last 1 hour. Active positions. So this person PNL invested 1, sold 0, so still holding here, but is already in profit, assuming is sold at this stage. Then 3.4K. Okay, so the PNL. So all these are open positions. There is this with $5,000 worth of profit, assuming no, this is already sold. Wow. Let's see, deployed token. None. Active position, recent. Just a moment. You can also rename the wallet. This has a star. I don't know why, but this, like, they've really built this, and it's obvious where this is headed. Like, wow. Top traders. Dev tokens. Just a moment. Let's see again. Top traders, smart. So on this token, the only smart wallets are. So this, I don't know why this is considered a smart wallet, because the loss is so high. So I don't know why it's considered a smart wallet. Maybe I don't know if it's a smart wallet for this token, or why it falls in the category of a smart wallet. I'm not very sure. Let's expand. Total revenue 700K. No. Is this 700K? Wow, this is a whale wallet. I think, is this not 800 and something K, I think. I prefer the other wallets. I would, I'll take action on those wallets and see. Let's see alerts. So there was one alert 7 minutes ago. Save wallet sold a token called Lana. Bought 16 minutes, then sold after 8 minutes. So bought at 27K market cap. So that was dumping. The person sold. Okay, bought Joy at 81K market cap. Sold at 62K. Bought again. So it looks like the person, sold, then maybe did some due diligence and said, oh, it's likely going to be a good token, and then re-entered. Oh, so that was that token that we saw earlier. So there may be something to this. Okay, let me end this video now. Again, your invite will be in the description. You only need a Telegram account. So this is this AI type of project. And if it's an old token, it may just be incorporating AI at the recently. So maybe it has struggled. Now it's, it has, it had the intent of launching an AI element and took time. I just hope this video stays recorded, because my PC is struggling now with RAM. Hopefully it turns out well. Okay, so that's the scenario with that Joy. I'll have to look into it a bit more. But it doesn't have a Twitter. The Twitter is leading to that website. Let me go into history a bit. I'll need to look into this. Okay, so time to end this video now. Again, your invite will be in the description. It will give you a discount as well on your fees. So it will be in the description. I think neo.bullx.io/web3wikis. Generally, I share the Telegram link because the onboarding process is via Telegram. But again, the link will be in the description. It will give you a 10% discount on your fees. By the way, there's an airdrop. So your daily volume is being tracked towards an airdrop, which is upcoming. We have already seen, I've not started, out here yet. My volume is on Bullx. Okay, so points earned on Bullx V1 will be merged with Neo in the coming weeks. So you see all this, they are gathering volume, and the more volume, if you rank in the top 1000, you start to get a multiplier. My next video will be of me looking for opportunities using Bullx. It's now all the more interesting, Bullx Neo. And again, there will be adding the other chains. Bullx has 6 chains, then they incorporated Tron. This is still under test phase, but there's going to be a migration of the other chains also on Bullx Neo. Become an early adopter, and if you desire to, all you need is a Telegram account and the invite, which will be in the description. And that's about it for this video. Stay awesome, take action. I didn't mention, if you need to contact me with your inquiries, go to airdropc.com, scroll down towards the bottom. There's a form to reach me by. There's also here where you can subscribe to airdrop reminders and a bunch of airdrops here. There's also a publication for the Bullx airdrop. By the end of the month, I'll fill this with 100 airdrops with full-fledged tutorials and videos. Stay awesome.